to another happy hour hang, you guys. Happy Wednesday. I hope you've been having a fantastic week and I hope you've been having a fantastic day. It is time for another happy hour hang here on my channel. You guys know me. My name's obviously Madison Hill, and you guys, today is going to be a very fun and special happy hour hang because it is the one and only Taylor Swift's birthday, you guys. So you already know it's going to be a good day. And if you're just coming across this video and just coming across my channel, I feel like I should warn you, I am a Taylor Swift fan. I am a Swiftie. I love talking about Taylor and Travis, and I just can't help it. I'm not even gonna pretend like that's not me because y'all already know that's who I am. So obviously, of course, for Taylor Swift's birthday, we're going to discuss what she has planned, the tea with that, the new photo that surfaced of her and Travis clearly being so in love. Yes, I'm talking about that kissing photo, you guys. I'm absolutely freaking obsessed. We're going to talk about them, of course, for Taylor's birthday. We're also going to talk about Selena Gomez because she is doubling down, y'all, that she is happier than ever with Benny Blanco. She posted another photo of them cuddling up on her Instagram story. I also have an update for you guys in regards to Selena and Benny coming from Entertainment Tonight, so I want to fill you in on that. We're also going to talk about Kim Kardashian announcing a new Skims drop today, which was not in her best interest. She's getting absolutely obliterated in her Instagram comments. We're going to get into that. I also have a Diddy update for you guys. We're going to talk about Hilary Duff and her exciting news. I'm also going to talk a little bit about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. We're going to talk a little bit about Northwest. And then, like I said, we're going to get into all of this Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco tea, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And then we're also going to talk about Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift. So it is going to be a fantastic happy hour hang, if I do say so myself. I see the chat is already going off just like I like it. I love Jane J said, "Hey Maddie, we are all Taylor and Travis too obsessed." Absolutely. Vicky said, "Yay, I finally caught a live. Happy Wednesday, beautiful people." Vicky, I'm so happy you were able to finally catch a live. We love all of our after watchers. This show would not still be a thing without our after watchers. But if you can watch it live, it's always so much fun. But also, shout out to all the after watchers. I try to respond to your comments. Thank you for always actively still participating, still commenting. I hope you are also enjoying this as well. Please know I see you, I appreciate you, and I just wanted to definitely make sure I acknowledge the after watchers because y'all are a part of this House of Hill community too, and just because we don't get to connect in real time doesn't mean that I don't love you and appreciate you. So I wanted to give you a little appreciation during this happy hour hang. I absolutely love it. Yes, Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift, we're going to get into that. It is going to be a tea-filled Wednesday, you guys. You know, nothing really helps us get through our week more like some really, really good tea. I don't know about you, maybe that's just me. I feel like whenever there's a good happy hour hang, which I feel like every happy hour hang is always so much fun and always the best, but whenever we have a lot of good juicy things to discuss, it's like, oh, yes, okay, we're going to make it to Friday. It's going to be okay. I hope everyone has been having a fantastic week. I cannot believe that we are so close to the holidays. It is literally 2 weeks away. I don't know if anyone else is feeling like this is going by so fast. This is my favorite time of year, and I feel like it is flying by. I feel like I still have so many Christmas movies that I want to watch. I actually watched this morning. I watched This Christmas, and I don't know if you guys have seen this movie on Amazon Prime. It's an Amazon Prime original. It's called Something from Tiffany's. If you have not watched it, you need to watch it. Something from Tiffany's, Amazon Prime, rom-com, so cute. You'll laugh, you'll cry. It's so good. And then after this, I got to watch more Christmas movies because I feel like I have to shove a lot of things in. I saw Jessica ask me, how was Disney, Madison? Disney was so fun. Mama Hill and I went to Disney yesterday on a little impromptu girls' day. My sister had a lot of meetings, so unfortunately she couldn't join us. But my sister and I are going to go back next week, I think next Tuesday, and really do a lot of the Festival of Holidays foods. But it was so fun, you guys. Disney during this time of year is my absolute favorite. I know people really love the fall, but I am, as you guys know, a Christmas girly. And so going over the holidays is always my favorite. And I love at night when they do the fake snow. I posted about it on my Instagram story. I'm also on Snapchat as well now. I'm trying to get my Snapchat up and going. Feels a little bit like 2012 for me, but I'm kind of living for it, honestly. But we got to see the snow at Disney, and that's just one of my favorite things ever. Sacred Space, you're going to get the Disney vlog soon. You're also going to get the Kansas City vlog soon. I'm trying to make sure I get some videos planned out for you guys. That way over the holidays, we don't skip a beat. You know what I mean? I always want to make sure whenever we're all on a little collective break that y'all still have content to watch. So these vlogs are going to start getting posted in the next weeks. So definitely look out for them because I can't wait to share with you guys my Kansas City vlog as well. I will also have this Disney vlog. And then Shay, I see her in the chat. I was thinking we could do a Festival of Holidays specific food vlog when we go back because Mama Hill's not as into like the food festivals at DCA. She likes her classic Disney snacks. Where Shay and I are always like, let's try these things we saw on TikTok. Like, we want to see if they're actually as good as everyone says. So I think you guys might be getting actually 2 separate Disney vlogs. So hopefully you're okay with that. One more food focused and one more, well, let's be honest, there is a lot of food in both of them, but one more like of just our day. But it will be so fun. Papa Hill's in the chat as well. Oh, he just said, didn't know you were going again. Hashtag missing out. My dad loves a hashtag. He loves a hashtag. Yes, Dad, surprise, Shay and I are going to try to sneak off next week to go. So happy you're finding out about this now. That just means you get another treat whenever we come back after this another treat when we come back. We brought back a caramel apple this last time because everyone in the Hill fam loves a caramel apple. So whoever goes to Disney of the family, if we don't all go together, you always have to bring back a caramel apple. Like, that's just standard in our house. If you do not bring back a caramel apple, all hell's gonna break loose. No, I'm just kidding, but that's always our thing. Whoever gets to go, if we don't all go together, you have to bring back the caramel apple. But Dad, don't forget, we're going in January, so it's gonna feel fine. See, he said, I think I'm starting to feel sick. Hashtag PTO. I told you, this man loves a hashtag. Absolutely loves a hashtag. Jody said, I made a Disney cable ad back in the day of our family in front of the big tree. Jody, I need to see that. There is nothing better than home videos. Nothing better. Mancy said, Madison, we need your Christmas movies list. Okay, you guys, are you sure you want the Christmas movies list? Because it is long. I'm just kidding. I absolutely will share it with you. I will post one in the comments of this video when we're done. But just off the top of my head, some of our absolute favorites. This Christmas, obviously, I just watched that one. The Holiday, if you guys want to adopt our family tradition into your families, you could do this. Every Christmas Eve, we make Christmas Eve fettuccine because they reference Christmas Eve fettuccine in The Holiday. And we watch The Holiday. And then we also drink champagne because they drink champagne in The Holiday as well. There's a quote in there that we love. Jack Black says to Kate Winslet, he's like, I'm going to make you some Christmas Eve fettuccine and we're going to celebrate being young, or pop some bubbly, and we're going to celebrate being young and being alive. So ever since we've seen The Holiday and we heard that, the Hill family was like, we're doing that. So every Christmas Eve, we pop some bubbly, we make some Christmas Eve fettuccine, and we celebrate being young and alive and watch The Holiday. So definitely recommend that as well. Home Alone 2 is a classic. Miracle on 34th Street. I also love Jingle All the Way, even though I know it's kind of cheesy. Home Alone 2, yes, also a really good one. We also love Christmas with the Cranks. All of the Santa Claus movies, Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3. I'm trying to think of some other ones. We also love like the good cheesy Netflix movies as well. Holiday Calendar, Single All the Way, Christmas Without You is one of my new favorites as well. I also will like throw in a little Christmas Prince. If you guys have ever seen that trilogy, it's like Christmas Prince, Christmas Royal Baby, and Christmas Royal Wedding or something like that. Like, they're cheesy, but good. You know what I mean? Serendipity and the Family Stone. Thank you, Jessica. Also, Hill family favorites. Serendipity is one of my favorite freaking movies. Oh, if you are a hopeless romantic and you love like the idea of fate and people are meant to be, you have to watch Serendipity. Plus, also John Cusack. Absolutely freaking love John Cusack. Such a good movie. Jeremy Piven, like all-star freaking cast. It is so, so good. A Christmas Story, that's Papa Hill, one of Papa Hill's favorites. Also, obviously, Christmas Vacation is a classic. Christmas Vacation is one that like we have to watch at least once or twice, but it's not in the consistent rotation. Like we really love a Christmas rom-com, which is why we love Serendipity. Also, I just remembered, if you have not watched Office Christmas Party is another top-notch 10 out of 10 film. It's funny. It's a little raunchy, so bear in mind that. You know what I mean? Keely Shay, I did not forget, actually. I was just purposely leaving this one out, but my sister just said, Madison, you're forgetting the cinema masterpiece of Polar Express. Now, you guys need to know, Shay loves the Polar Express. Like, absolutely lives, breathes, stands the Polar Express. The rest of us are kind of like, we like the Polar Express, but we don't necessarily like need to watch it more than once during the holiday season. And Shay wants to watch the Polar Express all the freaking time. And so, Shay, I actually haven't watched the Polar Express yet once this holiday season. So once I'm home for the holiday, we can definitely put that on. Sacred Space said, Love Actually. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Feel it in my toes. Another one of our favorites. Obviously. Love Actually. Yes, Miracle on 34th Street. Miracle on 34th Street, I will cry no matter how many times I watch it. It's just one of those movies. The scene where Kris Kringle talks to the girl in sign language, talks to the little girl in sign language, gets me every single time. My sister and I will be sobbing at that part no matter what. Same with The Family Stone. Like, no matter how many times I watch The Family Stone, I will cry because it is just that freaking good. White Christmas, yes. Also, Noel with Anna Kendrick. I have seen that. I do like that one as well. Also, It's a Wonderful Life. Like, I feel like that's another classic. Very sad, but also a great message, a great reminder of things that we need to, you know, I guess really puts into perspective the season. It's just, I really could go on and on about Christmas movies all the time. I just saw the time and I'm like, oh wow, I've just been talking about Christmas movies for like 6 minutes. But I absolutely love a good holiday movie. I will compile a list. Cass, you've never seen It's a Wonderful Life. Now, this is an oldie but a goodie, you guys. It is a classic. It is a classic, but it is so, so good. Every time the bell rings, an angel gets its wings. It's so good. M. Flowers, I'm giggling. Die Hard. Because we always have a debate in our family. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Is it not? I think it is. Die Hard is another good one. And Die Hard's good because if you have, you know, people in your life who don't necessarily love a rom-com, sometimes Papa Hill's like, okay, I'm living for the rom-coms because obviously he has lived in a house of women for 30 years now, but every once in a while we like to, you know, switch things up and give a little something different. And so Die Hard is one of those that we compromise on. Cousin, Just Friends is also a Christmas movie, even though I feel like it's a little bit of both. That's another one I wanted to mention. Just Friends is another great movie. Ryan Reynolds. I'm trying to think who else is in that movie. Oh my gosh. Anna Faris. So good. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this tea, because if not, I'm just going to sit here and talk about Christmas movies with you guys for an hour, which I could do and might still do. Four Christmases, another great one. Do you guys see why I've been stressing out? Like, do you hear all of the movies we've been saying in just this few minutes? Now, imagine having to squeeze all of those in the next 2 weeks, which obviously I've already started. But, you know, we definitely need to pick up the pace and start watching a little bit more. Yes, the Emilia Clarke movie. Is that Last Christmas? Yes, Last Christmas with Amelia Clark. I have not seen that, but I saw it advertised everywhere, and I feel like it's one that I would love. I also know the guy from Crazy Rich Asians is in that as well, so I definitely need to watch that. But okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started in this tea. I'm going to give you a Diddy update. We're going to talk about Hillary Duff, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, Northwest, Selena Gomez, Benny Blanco, Taylor Swift, obviously, for her birthday. And then we're going to get into that Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian tea. Yes, Claudia, I love the teapots. It is time. And Marianne, that's why I haven't watched it yet, because I knew I was going to cry. Y'all know I cry so easily when it comes to movies, music, TV, commercials, all of that. I am a Taurus and I'm a really tough gal, but I will cry at the drop of a hat of a good movie. I literally was crying at something from Tiffany's earlier this morning. Just absolutely tears streaming down while I was prepping for this live. But you guys, we're going to go ahead, kick things off and talk about Diddy, because I know whenever there's an update with him and the situation that y'all always want to know about it. So you guys, as of today, 18 brands have cut ties with Diddy's e-commerce business, Empower Global. Now, this is coming from Rolling Stone. In addition to Diddy losing out on those 18 brands and their partnerships, 50 Cent, you guys, is back to trolling him on social media. You know, 50 Cent, Mr. Fofty, he's the shadiest man out there, and I live for it every friggin' time. So Fofty posted it's most likely AI generated. I don't think he would be this good at Photoshop, but we're just going to say seemingly AI generated photo of himself and Tupac. And the caption of this photo is, "Karma is a mother, brother love, brother love, brother love." AKA telling Diddy, karma is a mother effer. Him being in the photo with Tupac. You guys know there's rumors about Diddy and Tupac. 50 Cent is just continuing to troll him. But I just wanted to let you guys know the fact that 18 brands have cut ties with Diddy, that is insane, and tells me, at least in the court of public opinion, people are taking, you know, these women and their allegations and their lawsuits seriously. They want to separate from him, and I definitely think it's something that's shouldn't go unnoticed, something that shouldn't go undiscussed. And I obviously am giggling at 50 Cent just not taking his foot off this man's neck. I mean, 50 is just not gonna stop calling out Diddy. It's hilarious. I mean, I see you guys being like, 50's incredible. 50 came for him. Whoa, 50 Cent is hilarious. Abel said, ooh, subtext, Diddy was with Biggie, whose crew was feuding with Tupac. There is so much subtext going on. And I honestly just kind of agree with Claudia. Love 50. Like, the fact that 50 has no problem being this shady and openly shady with Diddy, whereas I feel like a lot of people are staying silent or silenced. I appreciate that 50's just, you know, again, he is not letting this go, and I have to applaud him for it. I have to applaud him and his pettiness. I feel like this is why 50 Cent, he might not get enough credit for his pettiness, but we're going to make sure he gets his credit here in the House of Hill. So Fofty, 50, you get the #1 petty award, and I have to hand it to you because I aspire to be that level of petty. Truthfully. I mean, he put it out there, hit post on Instagram, and literally has not looked back. Remember, this is in addition to him trolling Diddy over him stepping down as chairman of Revolt as well. He tweeted saying that he would buy his company for, what was it, like a penny or a quarter or something. So I love it. I'm here for it. And I love it. I can't pull any punches. Alexandria said, happy that Diddy is being put on blast for his disgusting behavior. Exactly, Alexandria. Like, at the very least, I appreciate the fact that 50 Cent is like, yeah, a day's not going to go by where we are not going to discuss Diddy and his alleged behavior. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Obviously, when anything else happens, I will fill you guys in on it. But I did want to fill you in on, obviously, the 50 Shade, and even, I don't want to say more importantly, but as equal as equally important, the fact that 18 of those companies have cut ties with Diddy's e-commerce business, I thought was a pretty big deal. That's a huge chunk of the partnerships. So we're going to go ahead and move on, and we're going to talk about cousin, drive safely on your way home from work. We're going to move on and talk about Hilary Duff, you guys. Speaking of Disney movies, as we were talking about Noel and the Santa Clauses, Miss Hilary Duff herself, you guys, is pregnant with her 4th child. This is her 3rd child with her current husband, Matthew Coma. She posted a photo of their family Christmas card. Also, we just hit 200 live viewers, you guys. Yay! She posted a photo of their family Christmas card saying, "Surprise, surprise." And on the back of the card, it revealed that they were adding another family member to their brood. I personally love this for Hilary Duff. I feel like she is absolutely thriving. And obviously, as a millennial who grew up watching Lizzie McGuire, I just live for the fact that Hilary is like continuing to just thrive and be successful, be a mom, expand her family. I'm so excited for her and her husband. So Hilary Duff, you guys, she's about to be a mom to 4 kids. Isn't that crazy? And you know what's even crazier? I saw some people in the comments like judging Hilary Duff for having a 4th child and saying how Matthew Coma needs to get a vasectomy and just dumb things. And I do not understand why anyone would post that in the comments of somebody's Instagram when they are announcing that they are expanding their family. Like, who are you to say 4 babies is too much, or that her family needs to snip, snap, or that her husband needs to snip, snap, snip, snap? Like, what? Why can't y'all just be happy for her? Why can't y'all just say, "That's incredible. Love that for you"? Exactly, Shay. Her bills are paid. Like, it is the Hilary Duff. You think she can't afford a 4th child? Do you think she's being irresponsible? It blows my mind. When I was reading some of the comments, I was just like, what is wrong with people? Truthfully, pray for those people, because the fact that they are that unhappy in their own lives, they are projecting that onto Hilary Duff, of all people too. Hilary Duff. You know what I mean? It's like, what? Pulse check. Are you okay? Claudia said, "Babies are a blessing." I completely agree. And ANTNOACA said, "If you can afford babies, have as many as you want." And that's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, it's her 3rd child with her husband. They have a cute, happy, thriving family. It's not a Nick Cannon situation where he's having his 12th child and we're like, how are you doing this? How are you being in 17 places at once? I don't understand why people are commenting things like that. It blows my mind. And that, Nick Cannon obviously is going to do what he wants to do. I'm sure someone's going to be mad that I brought him up, but I've talked about him before, and I do not understand how he balances all of his time amongst all of his children. I will never understand that. And after watching Brie on Selling Sunset, like, I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she keeps her cool so much, because honestly, I applaud her. It's absolutely freaking crazy. Abel said, "Grow the love in the world, honey." Exactly. Also, Miss Mika is here as well. Caroline said, "Turned off Nick too. He was picking up for Diddy." Oh, I know, Caroline. He was actually on the opposite side of 50, and he was like trying to be there for Diddy during this time. And I'm just like, oh, yipes. Amy said, "Oops, I was shopping online. I'm here now. House of Hill." Yes, it's okay. We all have to shop online. It's, again, if you go back and watch the first few minutes of this live, you'll see I've been freaking out that we're so close to freaking Christmas, 2 weeks away. So Amy, you're here now. You did what you got to do. It's totally fine. We're going to go ahead and move on and talk about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Then we're going to talk about Northwest, and then we'll get into Selena Taylor and Kim. Y'all, if you are here and you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. That way YouTube knows that people are watching, people are engaging, and those who haven't gotten their notification, because y'all know, if I could control YouTube notifications, I would do a hell of a lot better job of notifying people. So that way it helps people know, or helps YouTube know people are watching, and it'll help other people get their YouTube notification. We're going to go ahead and move on and talk about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, you guys, because this royal expert is speaking out. And I'm very curious as to what you guys are going to think about what this royal expert had to say. Basically, this royal expert is saying that 2024 is going to be a big year for the Duke and Duchess, for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And by big, I mean it could either be big in a good way or big in a really bad way. Obviously, you can probably guess where the royal expert is thinking it's going to go. I want to shout out Becky. I'm here picking up my daughter from basketball. I love that Becky is getting the tea while being in line to pick up her daughter from basketball. Now that is what we call a mom who is multitasking, and I live for it. Okay, positivity. So this is a royal expert who spoke to the Daily Mail, and this source said, quote, "Something is beginning to unwind at the heart of Meghan and Harry. I think 2024 is going to be seismic, either because they're going to do something to recover and find a new positive tactic, or it's going to be the undoing of the brand." This royal expert went on to say that their situation has two ways to go, but it certainly can't stay how it is right now. Then this royal expert went on to mention that Hollywood is likely growing, quote, "tired of Harry and Meghan despite all of Meghan's red carpet appearances this year." This expert then added, quote, "They're hinting at their big plans ahead, but we've heard that all before, so they have to deliver something now." Now, what's interesting, you guys, is this report from the Daily Mail where a royal expert is essentially saying 2024 is going to be the year that either Harry and Meghan jump up a couple steps or they just completely plummet. What's interesting is this comes on the heels of reports that their charity that they have went from receiving $13 million in donations last year to only $2 million in donations this year. So I think that this royal expert's kind of feeding off of that, saying, oh, look, like their charity's going downhill, their reputation's going downhill, their brand's going downhill, and if they don't do something major in 2024, it's all going to crash and burn. Do we really think people are getting tired of Harry and Meghan? Do we think that they're going to really royally flop, no pun intended, in 2024? Or do you think they're going to be just fine? Positivity said, recover from what though? Meghan Slate on Spotify, Netflix topped the charts. So I think because they lost that huge, Spotify ended up canceling their multi-million-dollar deal with Harry and Meghan after just one season of the podcast. But they still have a deal with Netflix, to your point, Positivity, and their documentary obviously did fantastic. They're working on more things. But I agree, to your guys' point, a lot of you are saying, I think we need to recognize inflation is real, Tabitha said. Michelle said because most people are hurting financially. I feel like not a lot of people are not in the same financial status as they were last year. I mean, freaking eggs are like $6. Like, it's just a totally different time. And I think still raising $2 million is a lot of money to donate to charity. I feel like that's still successful. But I guess it is a drastic turn from 13 million to 2 million, obviously. I see some people saying that they love Meghan and Harry. Some people are saying Song of the Fierce said was already tired of them, honestly. Jinx Store said tired of them. Cass said, yes, I'm tired of them, but at the same time, I really don't care about them. She's like, I could, take or leave the royals. Tabitha said everything's gone up. Truthfully, everything has gone like crazy. It's insane. Mika, I love you. Thank you so much for your sweet, kind words. Mika said, Madison, you are a great person, and I know how you make me feel like family. Mika, you are family. Everyone here is family. Mika's family. Everyone in the House of Hill is family. Y'all are in my corner, and if you're in my corner, your family. And I also just want to say that's another reason why I love these lives, because I feel like we get to connect on a personal level and talk about our lives right here. And it just makes it so much freaking fun. And I love it. I feel like we're just all getting to know each other better week by week. And that's exactly what I want. And I'm just so lucky. I love it. But Mika said, who cares about Meghan and Harry? And then Ben Art said, I feel like if they don't make it as a couple, it would be Meghan's fault, with this emoji. And then Abel said, Will and Kate can't get clicks without Harry and Meghan in the headline. I know. And the latest tea on Will and Kate is they posted their family Christmas card, and people are accusing them of Photoshop. Personally, I kind of liked that they were wearing like jeans and white button downs. I felt like that was like more casual than we normally see from the royals, and I liked it. But they did look very, very perfect and tight. But their kids looked really cute. I don't know. I always hate when there's like big Photoshop stories when there's photos with kids in it too. I'm like, oh God, come on guys. Do we have to be doing this? But as far as what I think about Meghan and Harry, I don't think people are tired of them. I feel like people here are still rooting for them. I feel like people here still want to see them succeed without having to go back to the royal family. But I just feel like at some point Harry's going to feel a guilt and feel like he wants to go back and serve as a member of the royal family. But as Tamsy said, the Brits have never been fans of Harry and Meghan. I feel like it would be really hard because I do know the British do not want to mess with Meghan. They are not here for her at all. It's very, very, very apparent. So I think it will be a big year for them. I think it's going to be a year where either, I don't think they're going to fail though. Like, I feel like they're either going to maintain the same status they have, or they're going to blow up even more. Like, I don't think it's going to be a year where they just like crash and burn completely. But I'm not a royal expert, so what do I know? I'm just someone who obviously does know a thing or two about Hollywood, and I don't think Hollywood is sick of them yet. Positivity said, sorry Madison, I meant Obed Scobie's book. Have I seen it? Yes, I have seen it. I did see some of the things that weren't in it. I know Obed Scobie has like worked with them in the past, and you know, those books about the royals where the royals aren't involved are so hard for me to really give a lot of chutzpah to, because I'm just like, you're writing a book about these people exposing all of these things, but you're not talking to the people who the book is about. You know what I mean? It's like people around their inner circles, which I know tons of people have done those books before, but I just don't love books about royals where they're not themselves involved in the process. It just makes it, I don't know, a little watered down. I don't know. I just kind of feel like, what's the point? You know what I mean? If Harry and Meghan aren't interviewed firsthand for the book, I don't really like that. Jessica said, Madison, Brits don't listen to newspapers, and I like Harry, not a fan of Meghan. You guys, I love Prince Harry. Like, I literally named my pillow pet Harry after Prince Harry. Like, big Prince Harry girly. He used to like blondes, so I was like, you never know. Could be me. We went to London. When did we go? I guess my sister's senior year of high school, so I would have already been in college. I was definitely over 18 because I remember I was drinking champs there, and the drinking age in London is 18, obviously. And I remember when we went to London that first time, I was like, you never know. You never know. Prince Harry might see me, and he likes blondes. Like, you never know. Obviously, it didn't happen. But I did. I was a big Prince Harry girly, you guys. I really was. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I know some people might judge me for it, but pre-Meghan Markle, big Prince Harry girly. Which is why initially I was actually not a fan of Meghan Markle, because I was like, what the heck? Thought you liked blondes, Harry. But then once I watched their documentary, after I saw their interview with Oprah, I really started to gain a new perspective on Meghan, and then I did really enjoy, obviously, their documentary. And I do love that. I also love The Crown, as y'all know. I saw someone say something about The Crown. I love that Harry, I feel like, is the most similar to Diana. He is his mother's son. Like, I believe that through and through. Dave, thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said. Dave said he would have done better with you. LOL. Dave, in my dreams as well. So thank you for that. Thank you. Could you guys imagine me with the royal family? Honestly, I kind of feel like I would kill it though. Like, I kind of feel like I would slay. I think I could do it. I think I could do the traditions. I would love the access to the closet. Kate, I feel like, would probably hate me at first, but then come around to me slowly. You know what I mean? Like, I'd soften her up a little bit, just like the trolls. Like, trolls come to my videos and they want to troll me so hard, and then slowly I weasel my way into their heart. I feel like that's how I'd be with Kate. Like, if I really had to stop and give it some thought. You know what I mean? Thank you, Sacred Space. I also feel like I would slay as a duchess. But then they probably would not let me have this channel because they'd be like, you can't be spilling royal tea when you're in the royal family. And I'd be like, oh, well, that's a bit of a problem. I don't like that. So that would be the only, that would really suck. That would not be okay. But okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and move on. Angela, we have not talked about Taylor yet. Canagramma said, you would so not be able to give any tea. I know. Could you imagine? They would be like, this girl's a humongous liability. Which means that the British press would then obviously hate my guts probably just as much as they hate Meghan. So, you know, what are you going to do? Jody said, oh, you have thought about this. Jody, I told you. I was committed. I was committed to being in the royal family when I was like 17. I was like, this is what I was meant for. I've really thought about it a lot. Okay, we're going to go ahead. I would be drinking tea every day. We're going to go ahead and move on to talking about Northwest, so that way we can go ahead and get into that Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco tea, and then all of the Taylor and Travis things, and then Taylor and Kim. So you guys, Northwest is following in her father's footsteps for sure. You guys know we've always said North gives us major. She just feels like Kanye in the way that she is so brutally honest. But she is also following in her father's footsteps musically as well. Northwest performed her verse, which will be featured on Kanye's new album at an event in Miami. Her verse is super cute. She calls herself Miss Westy. She says she's so blessy. She doesn't want to get messy. Like, it's really, really, really cute. She was on stage. She was getting super hyped. Obviously, I feel like this is a major improvement from whenever she did Kanye's fashion show and was like, what are those? Those are clothes. What are those? Those are clothes. Which is still one of my favorite Kardashian clips to exist, when she's doing that and Kim is like sobbing watching her and she's like, that's my girl. I'm just so proud of her. You guys know what I'm talking about? So I feel like we've gone from that to performing a full verse, which is honestly incredible. Also, 222 people are watching. Everyone manifest something really quick. I know, Kim was crying. That is literally my favorite freaking thing ever. But you guys, she was really cute when she was performing on stage. Also, Bianca was there, Kanye West's wife, and technically, I guess, North's stepmom. She was there because Chicago was there, and Saint was also there as well. There are photos of Bianca, like, holding Chicago, trying to get through the crowd with North and Saint. This is really kind of the first time we've seen her almost step into that. Yeah, she was carrying Chicago, kind of step into that mother role. Obviously, we know that she is around Kanye's kids, but we've never really seen her kind of like protecting the kids and holding them and being there for them. So that was kind of interesting and good to see, I feel like. Just because I feel like we haven't been getting a ton of positive Bianca news lately. I feel like a lot of it has been about, you know, her family disagreeing with the relationship with Kanye and his alleged controlling behavior over her. So I feel like it was nice to finally just see Bianca kind of stepping into that stepmom role and obviously being there for North as she took the stage. I mean, you gotta hand it to her, okay? Performing in front of all of those people on a stage with other adult male rappers, like, she absolutely killed it. And regardless of what you feel for the Kardashians, Kanye, like, you have to acknowledge that that is a huge thing for a little kid to do. Obviously, she has it in her blood, she has it in her genes, but, like, That's still crazy. That's still really, really, really freaking cool. So I loved it. I loved seeing the videos. And I just think North is hilarious. I love how brutally honest she is. I live for it. Andrea said, how do we think Kim feels seeing Bianca with her kids? Andrea, I'm not going to lie. That was one of the first things I thought as well. I was like, I wonder if this would irritate Kim or make her feel happy that Bianca clearly cares for her kids and wants to make sure they're safe. I feel like it could really go one of two ways. I feel like on one hand, it probably stings a little bit, if I'm being honest. I feel like it probably does sting her a little bit, but I hope that once that sting wears off, she realizes I would much rather have Bianca, look out for them and be a positive role model for them and be there for them when they're with their dad, as opposed to somebody who, wouldn't take the time to pick up their kid and make sure that they got safely wherever they needed to go. So it's really probably 50-50, but I don't know. I'm sure when she first saw those photos, I have a feeling she wasn't totally pleased. Tamara said, hey, Madison, I love you. I have to be an after watcher. Wishing you nothing but the best. Have a great rest of your week. Tamara, totally okay. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. JP Love said, I feel bad about saying this because she is a child, but I really don't like her. I feel like she will be a mean girl. JP, I don't think that. I think that she's just mature for her age, which might be why you feel like she's giving you potential mean girl vibes. But I really think she's just mature, and I think that this younger generation with like TikTok and their, access to social media, they just feel like they're growing up so fast, partially because they are. But I do think that she will not be mean. I don't know. I just really feel like obviously she's like that with her parents. She's very sassy. I feel like she knows how to push the limits. I feel like she knows what gets her camera time. I feel like she knows what will get her laughs. I do feel like she's an entertainer, and she knows that she's more entertaining when she's a little bit sassy. So that's just kind of how I feel. I feel like North is very smart, and she knows exactly what she's doing. And I will say, my faith in little kids has been completely restored, you guys. I was really quick, and then we're going to get into Selena Gomez, Taylor and Kim. When I was getting my nails done earlier this week, there were these two little girls who came in with their mom, and they were maybe 6 and 4. Like, they weren't in school, so they were little. And one of the little girls, when the nail tech came to sit down, she was like, hi, my name's Stella. What's your name? And the nail tech was like, I'm Jessica. And she just fully had a conversation with this woman. Again, this girl could not have been any older than 5 or 6. And when she got done with her nails, she was like, thank you, Jessica. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to be okay. The little kids are sweet. They're funny. They're going to be okay. It's going to be fine. Just because these kids are growing up with social media does not mean that they're all going to grow up to be little brats. Like, it's going to be okay. I was obsessed with them. The other little girl was like getting a flower on her nails and told her mom and the nail tech, she was like, this is the most stunning pattern. And I was like, oh my God, that little 4-year-old just said the word stunning. I was obsessed. I told her mom, I was like, your kids are so cute. Like, if my kids are not like this, I want to send them back. So just remember, North, even though she probably isn't going to the nail salon and saying that's a stunning pattern, she is still a little kid, and she's probably just overexposed to a lot of things on social media. She's trying to grow up faster than she is. And also look at her parents. Her parents are Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Like, she's never going to live a normal life. Hello, she's on stage rapping. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. But I see a lot of you guys. Alicia said, North is a tad too opinionated in a borderline disrespectful way when it comes to adults, but her mom lets her get away with it, so what are you going to do? I know. And who knows? We'll see. Maybe we'll see what happens as they get older. Yes, I know you can't send them back, you guys. I was, obviously. But that's what I told the mom. I was like, because I started giggling, and she was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh my gosh, no. I was like, I'm obsessed with them. And I literally told her, I said, I'm thinking to myself, if my kids aren't like this, I'm sending them back. Because that's just how I felt. But let's go ahead and move on, you guys, and talk about Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, and then we'll get into the Taylor birthday tea. Okay, you guys. So, prepare. Because some people came for me the last time I talked about Benny Blanco. They were not happy with the conversation we had about Benny Blanco. So I'm just gearing up now. If you are here and you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. And because we're talking about Selena Gomez, let's go ahead and start getting some emojis in the chat, you guys. So Selena Gomez is making headlines for sharing yet another photo of her and Benny Blanco on Instagram. I put the photo in the thumbnail for this video. Selena is smiling from ear to ear. Many are taking her posting this to her Instagram as her doubling down that she is happy in her relationship, and, you know, as her kind of clapping back to the trolls, being like, yep, still with Benny, still the happiest I've ever been. What are you gonna do about it? Look at her now. And I'm honestly like, okay, Selena, girl, clap back. Do what you gotta do. Be petty. And there's no better clap back than killing people with kindness and happiness. You know what I mean? So I have to give it to her. The message has been received. And then in addition to that, you guys, we also have a new report from Entertainment Tonight where a source is giving us some more insight into Selena and Benny's relationship, saying, quote, Selena and Benny have been casually seeing each other for a while, and more recently it became more official. Things have been going really well between them, and Selena is happy. She thinks Benny is very funny and, of course, extremely talented. Selena is in a great place in her life and feels content and relaxed. She is enjoying where things are going. Now, yes, I saw someone say, I saw the comments on Monday's Happy Hour Hang. Yes, because I said that Benny Blanco was not like my physical preference. I was not physically attracted to him. People took that to mean, I don't even know. They felt like I was being mean and tearing somebody down and being hypocritical, because I always talk about how I have, you know, the most positive and great community on the internet, which I do. I was like, yeah, and I don't know. People are crazy. I feel like people tune in and certain things and whatever. Y'all know where my heart is. Y'all know that I would never in a million years trash talk somebody. We were giggling. We were having fun amongst friends. That's why I posted that pinned comment being like, no one here ever has any malice or ill intent towards anyone. This channel is fun. We talk about our lives. We talk about celeb tea. We share experiences. Like, at the end of the day, nothing is that deep. And I know that y'all are like that, but it was just so funny seeing some comments. I'm like, oh my God, I can tell that you are not a regular watcher, because if you really feel like that's how you're interpreting the conversation, like, that makes me sad. But you guys, I've said time and time and time and time again, if Selena is happy with Benny Blanco, which she clearly is, she's starting to like make sure we know damn well she's happy. Who the hell am I to judge her or say you know what I mean? Like, just because I don't find him attractive does not mean I'm not rooting for Selena. I'm not happy for Selena. I've said so many times, if girl is happy, be happy. I live for it. All we've ever wanted is for Selena to find someone who appreciates her and treats her how she deserves to be treated. And if that person is Benny Blanco, mazel tov. Like, could not be happier. That's incredible. I love it. I was literally just saying my own personal preference. And Tabitha, thank you. Tabitha said, you're not the only one. Like, oh my God, we all have different personal preferences. That's what makes the world go round. Autumn says, hey Madison, I'm happy for Selena. I mean, whatever was the last time we saw Selena go public with someone. She deserves to find real love with someone. And I completely agree with you, Autumn. That's why I'm like, if Benny Blanco is her man, girl, get your man. You know what I mean? Like, that is incredible. And again, you're right. When have we seen her be this public with somebody? It's been a very, very long time. Years, really, because if you really go back and even think about her relationship with Justin Bieber and The Weeknd, her and The Weeknd posted a couple times on Instagram with one another, but not a ton. not even to this extent, dare I say. So I really think that she is happy. I think that's incredible. You know, I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens here on out. I do wonder and I do hope that, you know, the more Selena posts Benny, if people do feel negatively towards him, hopefully that will start to quiet and people will be like, well, it doesn't matter because she's obviously with him and loves him anyway. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, again, Benny Blanco is not the person who we originally thought of for Selena Gomez, but that doesn't mean that it can't work out. And clearly, she doesn't care if he shaded her previously in an interview. She doesn't care about any of that. So if she doesn't, then I say go off. And Gigi, you're right. Looking beyond surface level opens you up to the one. I feel like a ton of people always say that. Like, once you kind of switch up your type, you find the one. So who knows? Who freaking knows? Maybe Benny Blanco is who Selena Gomez is meant to be with. And at the very least, what we can say is he is who she should be with right now. You know what I mean? Like, she's clearly very happy. She's clearly living her best life. And I feel like at the end of the day, that's all anyone ever wants for Selena. Marion said, I think we can say that, but to post that in her socials, it's wrong. I don't like him for her, but I don't go comment that on her socials. She's gone through a lot for me to bash her decisions. Marion, that's because you're a mature adult. You're a mature adult. Right? We all feel that way. Like, we all feel that way about certain things we see on social media. We all feel that way about certain things we see from our celebrities that we love. Like, we see them do things that we don't necessarily like, but we don't feel the need to go and comment on them. Like, people commenting on Hillary Duff's pregnancy announcement, being like, why would you have a fourth baby? Like, we can think that, but we're not going to comment that, and that's because you are an adult. So I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that is completely, well, it's not normal, but it should be the normal. You know what I mean? It should be the norm, but unfortunately not everyone follows that. Alice said, for sure we expected someone else, but as long as he doesn't hurt her, we'll be happy. Exactly. Claudia said, I'm in my mid-40s. We all need a good man. Also, that is going to treat us right and with respect. Claudia, exactly. You know, I turned 30 this year, and I'm also looking for a man who just treats me right and is respectful. And, you know, I feel like that shouldn't be that hard to find, but it's kind of hard to find. Alicia said, Selena is going to elevate Benny like she did the weekend. He got a haircut, and then everyone thought he was hot. Benny is going to calm down and sophisticate himself. Claudia said, we all make mistakes. Who knows? Benny actually apologized to Selena personally, and no one knows about it, just between the two of them. You never know. Exactly. And Valerie said, and it's okay for you to not prefer him. I don't either. That's our preference. Valerie, say it louder for the people in the back, okay? You guys, I was literally shook when I read some of those comments. I was like, oh my God, that's literally what you interpreted from this conversation of us giggling? Like, the House of Hill was just sharing giggles? Winter said, obviously it's very strange how they all date people in this certain circle of people. For some reason, they all date each other. Not many to pick from in that small circle. You know, Winter, celebrities are very incestual in that way, in the fact that they all date within the same circle. And I used to think that that was the craziest thing, and I didn't understand it. But as I've gotten older and covered celebrities more, I feel like they do that because they know that people within that circle will understand their life and their lifestyle and everything that comes along with it. You know, so as interesting and odd as it seems to us, like for us, we're like, oh my God, step out of the freaking circle in the box. For them, it's like, I'd rather date somebody within this circle so they know what to expect from me and they know what my life is going to be like. You know what I mean? Now, again, Travis Kelce, he was an outlier of the box and an outlier of the circle, but yeah, Taylor found him. And who knows, maybe Benny Blanco will be the exact same way. And Epic Turtle, thank you. Same. I'm manifesting that as well, you guys. 2024, it's going to be our year. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Alice said, I was surprised, but more so because of the things he said before. But maybe they talked about it, and maybe they talked about that already, and it's all sunshine. Exactly. So Obviously, I'll keep y'all updated, but just know Selena Gomez is doubling down, you guys. She is showing that B ring in every photo she can, and she's in love. So, obviously, there will be more tea to come. I'm sure she's going to post more on her Instagram, and when she does, we'll talk about it. But our girl's in love, everyone. Well, actually, I guess I don't want to say she's in love because the source didn't say that, but I feel like she's very, very, very happy. And happiness leads to being in love. So, there you go. Alicia said, I'm finally home from a long day at work and happy to catch a happy hour hang live. Thank you for the tea, Madison. Elisa, thank you for tuning in after your long day. I hope you had a good day. I'm happy you're now home. You can unwind and relax as you deserve. And now you are tuning in for the best part because we're going to get into this Taylor Swift tea. You guys, it is a good day. Today is Taylor Swift's birthday, and we have good Taylor Swift tea. So, speaking of Miss Taylor's birthday and Selena Gomez, you guys. So, Selena actually helped Taylor celebrate her birthday a little early this year. She was actually spotted out to dinner with Taylor, Miles Teller, and his wife Keely. They all went to dinner last night in New York to help Taylor start the celebrations early, you guys. Now, if you're like me, when you saw, Selena, Miles Teller, and his wife took Taylor Swift out for her birthday early in New York, Travis Kelce's in Kansas City, so that means Taylor and Travis aren't spending her birthday together. What the heck is up? So, initially, there was a report from Life and Style magazine. Cass, thank you so much. Cass said, I've been looking forward to the Tavis tea all damn day. Yay. Cass, same. Also, if you guys can't tell by Cass's photo, she's a Kansas City girly. A Chiefs girly as well. So that's why we love the Tavis tea. We're right here when it comes to the Tavis tea. I have been waiting to get into this with you guys as well. So I'm so freaking excited. So when I saw that Taylor Swift was in New York and I knew Travis was still in Kansas City, I was like, oh my God, are they not spending her birthday together? I was freaking out. So there was, like I said, a report from Life and Style magazine about how Travis Kelce was planning on throwing Taylor this really big birthday in New York. He allegedly had her close friends help with it. He was going to throw her this big party as a way to make it up to her that they couldn't spend Thanksgiving together. So I was like, okay, Travis is going to somehow fly to New York, do this party for Taylor, then fly back to Kansas City to be at practice. That sounded like a lot. Well, People magazine came out and was like, these reports about Travis Kelce throwing this big birthday bash for Taylor in New York are not true. He actually has a mandatory practice today in Kansas City. So he will not be throwing a birthday party for her personally on the East Coast, which, if you guys have been watching the Chiefs lately, as much as I want Tavis to be together for Taylor's birthday, Travis needs to attend the mandatory practice or else it's not going to look good for us. So as much as I really want this to happen, I'm like, no, Travis needs to go run some drills. You know what I mean? This source also told People magazine that Taylor and Travis already celebrated her birthday early together. And I want to say, I feel like there's a chance that she could still celebrate her birthday, maybe even this weekend with Travis Kelce. The Chiefs are playing the New England Patriots, and they're playing them on the East Coast. Obviously, if Taylor's already on the East Coast, I feel like there's a chance she could show up to the game, and then maybe they could hang out after. So we'll see. But that is why Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are not together at this moment in time on her birthday. And I'm sad also for my friends in Kansas City who thought that Taylor Swift is going to be in Kansas City for her birthday because there is this bar in Kansas City that is hosting a birthday party for Taylor Swift, and it's going to be like all Taylor Swift music, Taylor Swift decor, Taylor Swift drinks, and obviously we thought, oh my God, if she's in Kansas City, she would be the kind of celebrity who would get word of this and then go to that event just to surprise all of the fans there. But sadly, she is in New York, and she is celebrating her birthday on the East Coast. Autumn said, hey, Madison, did you know Hillary Burton made a prediction that Travis and Taylor will be engaged by May of next year? Let's manifest it. Autumn, yes, I did know that. Peyton Sawyer herself made that prediction. I love that Hillary Burton is just as into Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce as we are. I absolutely live for it, and I hope she's right. I hope she's right. You know, she has a very successful marriage. I saw an interview where she was talking about her marriage the other day, talking about Hillary Burton. So, you know, I believe her. If Hillary Burton is saying it, I hope it's true. Cousin said, I saw he sent a giant flower arrangement to her New York City place. Obviously, of course. He had to make sure his girl got some flowers. And then Sacred Space said, Lives of the Rich and Famous. I've got NFL practice, babe. Love this and totally understand. That sweet they celebrated before. Exactly. And I feel like it's, for them, very normal. They are both so focused on not only each other, but also their careers. And I feel like for the first time, Taylor has a man that understands how important her career is to her. And so obviously she's going to extend that same courtesy to him. I'm sure she's going to be like, no, if you have to be obviously at practice, don't do anything crazy. Like, go to practice and then we'll hang out later. Like a mature couple, you know what I mean? Celebrated early. They can always celebrate after. And then next year, you know, there's always another birthday where Travis can throw her a big bash. And hopefully, if we're lucky, it will be a maybe birthday and wedding situation. You never know. The possibilities are endless, are absolutely, absolutely endless. Quinn, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Quinn said, you're so pretty. Can you read this? Thank you. Thank you. I needed that. I've been feeling like so floofy and puffy and just like the Pillsbury Doughboy for the past 2.5 weeks. So I really, really appreciated that. Crystal, you're fine. We're getting into the Taylor tea. You can always go back and watch. Jocelyn said they spent 2 days together and now he can focus on football. Jocelyn, I don't know if you're a Chiefs fan, but that sounds like you are, and I agree. Like, Travis needs to focus, you guys. You know that Carrie Underwood song, All American Girl, when it's like he was dropping passes just to spend more time with her? People have been mashing that up of Travis and Taylor, and I'm like, Travis has been a little distracted, and I really want the Chiefs to win because I don't want any of these people that don't have two brain cells to rub together to be out here being like, well, Taylor Swift is jinxing the Chiefs. Like, they're losing because Taylor Swift. We're not losing because of Taylor Swift. We're losing because our offense. Do you see my little, I just had an accent pop out when I was getting upset. Because our offense cannot get it together. That's why we're not doing well. It has nothing to do with Taylor Swift. So I don't even want to see any of that messiness on social media. I feel like everyone, all the refs and all the teams in the NFL are trying to come for us because obviously we have Taylor's support, you know what I mean? And it literally kills me. So we are not doing badly because of Taylor Swift. We're doing badly because of our offense. And I really need the Chiefs to win because I don't want anyone to start this mess of like, we're losing because of Taylor Swift. We are not losing because of Taylor Swift. Okay, we are not losing because Travis Kelce is in a healthy relationship. That's not why we're losing. And don't ever try to pin it on our girl. You know what I mean? Tabitha said they're losing because they've gotten outplayed these last 2 weeks. Yes, and also the call. We had a really bad call against us in the last game that really freaking sucked. But also Gigi said couples don't need to be glued to each other. I agree, and I feel like both Travis and Taylor give me the vibes that they don't like clingy significant others. You know what I mean? So I feel like that works for them. That definitely works for them. Jessica, I love that you're a British Chiefs fan. You always stay up past your bedtime to watch the happy hour hangs, and that does not go unnoticed. But I didn't know that you're also a Chiefs fan. I absolutely live for that. She's talking about the call that screwed us at the last game. But let's go ahead and also talk about Kim Kardashian, you guys. So Kim Kardashian, we're still staying with Taylor Swift. She is being destroyed in her comments, and I want y'all's thoughts about this. She's being destroyed in her comments because she announced a new Skims drop today. She announced that Skims is dropping a new stretch satin line. She posted the promo for this new line over on her Instagram, and people are roasting her like Claudia. People are all up in her Instagram comments with snake emojis, Taylor Swift gifts, all of the things because she announced this new drop on Taylor Swift's birthday. Now, she did use a Nicki Minaj song in the promo on her Instagram post, so people were happy to see that she's a Barb, but it was mostly negative because, yes, Layla, she posted this on Taylor's birthday. Now, what do y'all think? Do you think Kim Kardashian deserves the backlash for doing it? Do you think she even knew it was Taylor's birthday? Do you think it was an honest mistake and this was the day the post was supposed to go live and she didn't even think twice about it? Like, what do we think? Because me personally, I think that I find it very hard to believe that Kim did not know today is Taylor's birthday because that family strikes me as the kind of people who definitely know everything about people who they're beefing with and people who they've had issues with. And if they can avoid negativity online, they're going to do it. So I personally feel like Kim might have noticed the date and then said, it's fine, let's do it anyway. And that was probably Time magazine article. But I feel like Kim knew that it was Taylor's birthday and she went ahead and did it anyway because she didn't think people would be upset or care. And I'm like, girly pop, people are upset and people care. Especially after that Time magazine article. Like, if you did this pre-Time magazine article and we didn't have the Time magazine article, we would still be like, oh, kind of sketch, Kim, kind of shady, but whatever. She probably didn't know. But I'm like, oh no, she knew. She knew. You know she's read what Taylor had to say in that Time magazine article. You know she knows people are talking about her. And you know that she's been saying her other Instagram comments where people are absolutely dragging her. So I agree, Amy. It wasn't a mistake. It was done on purpose. I think she was trying to be kind of petty and shady, and she thought that her fans would outweigh the Taylor Swift fans and being like, LOL, Kim, LOL, yeah, so excited, can't wait for Skims stretch satin. And unfortunately, the Taylor Swift fans have completely overpowered her comments, like completely overpowered. Mary said she's all about herself, definitely could care less about others. Gigi said she's using the attention. And then LMC said, I don't think she cares it's Taylor's birthday, but it's marketing gold. Of course the Kardashians would do it. Their mom is Kris Jenner. So LMC is saying, you don't think Kim even cares about the negative backlash. She would rather post it to try to get press from it, even if it's bad press, which you're probably right. I'm sure Kris at some level was like, I mean, you've dug in yourself this large hole, Kimberly. Just keep on digging. It can't get any worse. You know what I mean? Brittany said, I think Kim also thinks she can get away with a lot. Ever since I saw that fight with Kourtney and her playing on her phone while Kourt cried, I've started to think she's more narcissistic than we know. That's an interesting observation and point, Brittany. That is interesting. She thinks she can get away with a lot. I do think that. I do think she thinks she can get away with a lot. Jessica said, haha, I'm sorry, but the Swifties are bigger than the Kardashians. Here's what I'll say. Yeah. Alicia said she knew she needs the clout to feed off someone else's energy attention. Jessica said 100% on purpose. And then Betty said, yes, she deserves the backlash. She did it on purpose. Mika said, love Taylor Swift and Travis. And she's happy and they're great together. They are great together, Mika, honestly. And then Cass said, can Kim just sit down for a minute, please? That's kind of how I feel. You know what I mean? I feel like Kim has tried to do, you know, the little posting in the purple dress and putting a Taylor Swift song. And she dancing to Shake It Off on TikTok. And I feel like she tries to keep acting like it's not an issue. But it's like, after that Time magazine article where Taylor talked about how psychologically down she was from what you and Kanye put her through, and how she talked about how she felt like her career was stolen from her and taken from her. Like, unfortunately now, Kim, you can't just get away with these little things. You can't get away with these little petty moves and think that people aren't going to notice and call you out for them. Like, now we've all been reminded about what happened. We've all been reminded and given even more insight into how badly it hurt Taylor. And I think knowing that she has not apologized to her is also fueling people's fire, because it's like, okay, now you've been made aware how bad you hurt this person. And even if you still maintain you did nothing wrong, You don't feel any guilt for how badly you made her feel? No. And I think that's why people are just not letting Kim off the hook this time, and why people are still up in her comments dragging her. And it obviously didn't help that she thought it would be a good idea to announce a new Skims line on Taylor Swift's birthday. Layla said she's a leech because alone she's not interesting. She needs to constantly attach herself to talented people. A lot of you are saying bully behavior, Canagramma, Maria. Betty said, I put Taylor's quote about the trash in my Twitter profile. Betty's like, we stand the Time Magazine article here in the House of Hill. And Betty, I could not agree more. Adrian said, Miss Taylor Allison Swift deserves that ring. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Also, I saw Shabria said Shabria was agreeing with Brittany. I don't know, you guys. I feel like Kim really tried it and it backfired completely. Let's see. I hope some of the vault tracks on Reputation drag Kim. Oh, you guys, they are. Like, I don't think that they will maybe be as in our face dragging as she's dragged Scooter Braun, but you know the situation will be addressed. And you know that the vault tracks are going to be incredible. And I also want to read Caroline's comment. I'm delighted Beyonce and Taylor are good friends. That would definitely annoy Kim. You know what? It honestly delights me as well, because in addition to it probably annoying Kim, I love that this entire year everyone tried to pit them against one another as like they're competing for the best tour, whatever. And they literally took all of that commentary and all of those negative things that people were placing on them and flipped it and were like, joke's on you guys actually, because we're friends. And I live for it. I love that they took that commentary, flipped it on its head, and came back being like, yeah, we're actually really good friends and we support one another through and through. Like, I loved that. Freaky Walrus, the Walrus is in the house. Please wish my mom a heavenly birthday today. It's our first one without her. I needed a happy hour to cheer me up today. Freaky Walrus, I am so happy you're here, and also obviously wishing your mom a happy heavenly birthday. The first birthday after losing someone is not an easy one at all. So please know we are all sending you love. We're all sending you hugs. We're all here for you, and I am so happy that your brain could just take a little break here during this happy hour hang. So I'm so happy that you're here. Tabitha said, it was Taylor Swift night in The Voice 2 days ago. Yes. And Brittany said, I wonder if Beyonce and Taylor were already friends, but they launched it to the public now because they have a collab with all of Taylor's new music. I think that they've always been friends, but I feel like the reason why we've been seeing them a lot together is to kind of combat all of that, competition, conversation. But I would also love if they launched a collab together. Like, I would be here for that times 1,000. I would definitely be here for that. And, they're two of the biggest artists of the time right now, so I'm definitely hoping that happens. But, you guys, is there anything else that you want me to discuss before we wrap up this happy hour hang? Anything Taylor related, Kim Kardashian related? I saw someone brought up saying on Dumois about Camilla and Drake making out. Get ready for that to be a thing, you guys. Like, I don't know. Just always buckle up. Oh my God, you guys. Shambong Dave is in the chat. I just saw him pop up. If you guys don't remember Shambong Dave, he worked with Courtney and I at our old job. And Shambong Dave, I'm so happy you made it to the chat. Hello. Oh my gosh. Yes, a live stream on Taylor Swift's birthday. Couldn't have planned it any better. You know what I mean? Like, literally could not have planned it any better. I'm so happy it worked out. If not, we probably would have just done a special happy hour hang for Taylor Swift's birthday. But it worked out that it happened on a Wednesday and we were able to celebrate her. I love it. I love it. Yes, I love all of you saying hello to Shambong Dave. If you guys remember him, he would bring us our Shambong on Shambong Friday, and we would force him to come on camera. He is the best. He is the absolute freaking best. We stan Shambong Dave in this house. Always. We love an appearance from Shambong Dave here in the House of Hill. I know, Cassidy. My shambong is over. Will you guys hold while I get my shambong and my shams? Will it be weird if I leave for like 1.5 seconds? Stay right there. Stay right there. I'm getting a shambong. Nobody leave. Nobody leave. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. How fast was that? That was so fast. I ran. Good thing I've been working out. Just kidding. Okay. I ran. Good thing I was wearing matching pants as well. Sometimes I'm wearing my soft shorts. Lightning McQueen. Yes. Okay. A shambong for Shambong Dave being in the chat. Cheers, everybody. Happy hour hang. I love it. Yes, everyone, please give this video a thumbs up because I just ran. And now I'm going to burp. I'm so happy that I was able. Did you go anywhere? Right? I feel like, who's the little boy, the little brother in The Incredibles? You know how he runs so fast? I literally just felt like the guy from The Incredibles. Shambong does need to sponsor Baby Marie. I've reached out to them like 5,000 times. They never, ever respond. I know. Dash, yes, I was literally Dash, you guys. That's just what I felt like. Okay. This was such a fun happy hour hang. That was such a fun ending to a happy hour hang. I love an impromptu shambong, obviously. You guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I, of course, will definitely get the vlogs together in the next couple weeks. Like I said, I'll get those prepared as we get ready for the holidays because I want to make sure you guys have stuff to watch during the holiday season. And obviously, you guys know you can follow me over on Instagram and TikTok at I am Madison Hill for more videos and content. Also, make sure you guys are always coming back here to check out my YouTube shorts and all of my other videos as well. And also, you guys know you can check out all of my merch over at my merch store at houseofhill.com. And on that note, you guys, I know we need to add a shambong emoji. I need to figure out how to make an emoji. That really needs to happen. But you know what, Melee, as we continue to grow and blow up, we're going to have our own gifts. We're going to have our own emojis. Again, 2024 is our year, you guys. 2024 is the year of House of Hill, and I cannot wait. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you guys all next time. I love you. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.